What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to be swapping out the bright red factory spoiler light on my 7th gen Nissan Maxima. If you watched the previous video, I just customized these to be smoked a week ago, or close to a week ago. So I got the new one over here. I'll show y'all. Alright, so I got it from spoilerlights.com. So they currently on sale, so I paid $59.95, and before it being on sale it's about 70 bucks if I'm not mistaken. I was going to have them custom made, and then I found this company on Google. They make this in red, factory color. They make this in smoke, and they also make this in clear, and it's all the same price. So if you got the factory spoiler, you need to get the 16.5 inch. So all you're gonna need is a Phillips, some heat shrink wrap, some matches or a butane torch, a Phillips, I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use yet, and a Pry Tool. So we're gonna pop open the hood, main trunk. So we gotta pop these off. You don't really need no tools for these. There you go. Just pull them off. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 grommets to pop out. So I'm gonna set you on the tripod, and then we'll remove those. Take this down. If you don't want to remove this, you can just work it around. And you can just work it around. Hopefully I'm not in the way of the camera. And so the cable, let's see. Should run somewhere over here. Oh, there you go. So it's right here. I believe, yeah. So it's this one right here. So you want to just connect that? So it's 2 Phillips. I got a shorter one. Alright, this should work a lot better. I'm using a 1/4 drive that has a screw bit on the opposite end. So this should be a whole lot better. Even with the stubby screwdriver, I'm still kind of hitting the trunk. So this should be a whole lot better. Alright, so we're gonna get this, and we are going to squeeze it through. I don't even see how they got this through here. You gotta push it through. It's probably just meant to go in one way, but we'll find out. All right, I'm gonna get some needle nose. Of course, when you need a tool, you can't find it. So I'm just gonna use this screwdriver and see if I could push it through. All right. I don't think the socket would. Oh, we're about to find out. Alright, so I'm just feeding it through the hole, got it through. And we can pull this out from the hole. So be careful not to scratch my paint. And I'm gonna clean up underneath here. So this is what I'm going to do. Let me set that down. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. So I see Nissan put this at the end. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna try to put this inside out. Try to work around the camera so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so I got it inside out. I'm gonna cut this right here, and then we're going to splice and then use that heat shrink and keep this in the spot because I keep the factory grommet and then this connector. So let me get my knife and let's begin. Alright, so let's open this. Like I said, we got the OEM factory head. Oh, I like that. Oh, hell yeah. So I got this, but we ain't gonna use that because I said I do want to keep the factory connector. I wonder, well, let me see. Will these be able to fit through there? It should be, but it might be a pain in the butt. Trying to see if it's the same thickness, because I don't want to leave no space in there and then well, either way, let's cut that. All right, so carefully gonna cut through this. And then we could cut it about right there. And then we could see, yeah, it's slightly smaller than the factory. So this, now for this, we're gonna take out some extra. Off, let me see, kind of measure. So let's do about it. You don't have to do it my way, how you want to do it on yours. You could do it that way. And then I'm gonna separate these two. And we're going to split. Oh, let me do this off the camera because my ribs are starting to hurt, kind of leaning over. All right, so I got my solder heated up. I cut the heat shrink into 4 equal pieces, so they're gonna slide through here. Let's separate this some more. Well, let me trim it down halfway of what it is. Right. And like I say, you don't have to do it my way. How you want to do it on your car is your way. I know everybody got their own ways of doing stuff or different methods. This is how I'm doing mine. So you can use that as a reference, or you can do it exactly how I'm doing it. It's up to you. All right. And if you want a link to this solder I had, oh crap, extension cord, I'll list it in the description. I'm trying to find a good way I could work around. Alright, so they soldered. So I'm gonna slide the heat shrink over it. Try to get it directly in the middle. Alright, that's the other one. Alright, so now we're gonna bring this back up. This one. So it's gonna be pretty much where it was factory. I did notice these have a cover on it for the screw, which I'm not sure if it originally comes with a cover. So I need something small so I could pry that off. Alright, so, oh, wrong side. Alright, so you just pretty much dig right here and then carefully pull it out. I'm being careful that way I'm not accidentally scratching the lens. Alright. Now we can take this back to the car. Let me make sure I bring these little protective covers with us. We're back at the car, so I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. Can't promise. So feed it through the hole. But you get the idea. And then you want to try to get it through here, which I don't know how you do it without removing the spoiler. But I'm going to do that. I ain't going to be able to do that with one hand. After a few minutes, I was able to get it through. What I did was bend the tip and then just angle it to fit through the hole. And then I got some tweezers once it got to that hole to pull it all the way through. So I'm going to do the rest now. Alright, so I got the grommet pulled all the way through as it was. Make sure it sits flush, and then we're going to reconnect it. Alright. Now we gotta put the screws back in. These screws are tiny too. Install this back on. Work it back around the emergency latch. Allow. Work that back on. And then we're going to put all the grommets back in. Always probably be the last one to sit there and give me a hard time. Alright, so we all done? I didn't realize I was editing the video, but this part didn't record. For these little protective covers, you just line it up and then push it in, and it locks into place as so. Alright, so let's test it. Looking back on the footage, that's a lot brighter than the factory. So now all of that matches. Smoke, smoke, smoke. I don't have that random factory red light anymore. So like I said, hit up spoilerlights.com. Like I said, as I upload this video, it's currently on sale. So what I paid, that's pretty much what you're gonna pay now. So about 60 bucks before the sale goes off, and then it goes back up to about $70. And like I said, it comes in the smoke as this, clear, and it also comes in red. And like I said, you could do it the way I did to retain that factory grommet, because this is slightly smaller than the factory wire. So the reason I didn't just cut the whole thing off and then just feed it through is because any little bit of gap, water may leak through that, and I don't want that. So with keeping the factory wires going through that grommet, it's keeping that sealed to prevent water from going in. I could be wrong, but looking at it, it is slightly thinner. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next one. Peace.